This Sunday is my 23rd wedding anniversary. My husband and I were married at St. Martin de Tours Catholic Church in St. Martinville, Louisiana, a town famous for its association with Longfellow and his poem Evangeline. Thousands of French-speaking Acadians, like the fictitious character Evangeline, were sent by ship to live in Louisiana in the late 1700s after settling in Acadia, part of Canada where they happily farmed, fished, and enjoyed family life. Refusing to bow to the British crown and church, the Acadians were exiled, and by the late 1800s, about 4,000 Acadians were living in South Louisiana, practicing their faith and culture. Like Evangeline, many of them were painfully separated from loved ones. There are several versions of the story about the star-crossed Acadian lovers, but are any of them true or based on real people? In 1847, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow's famous poem Evangeline told the fictitious story of Evangeline and Gabriel, who were separated by British forces on their wedding day as part of the Acadian expulsion. They were forced to leave their families, homes, belongings, and each other. Evangeline landed in Louisiana and began searching for Gabriel in the Attakapas region. Not finding him, Evangeline joined a sisterhood of nuns and began a life of service. Evangeline finally came across Gabriel on his deathbed. After he died in her arms, her own health deteriorated and she too perished. Sources noted that Longfellow researched Acadian statistics and records in preparation for penning the poem. In addition, Longfellow and Nathaniel Hawthorne attended a dinner party where the Reverend Horace Lorenzo Connolly told of a lovesick church parishioner looking for her fiancé after the exile. The poet stressed that he was not writing history, but many believe Evangeline's character was based on a real Acadian woman who attended Connolly's church. Either way, the story of Evangeline lives on in artwork, film, and museums. There is another version of the tale written by Sidney Delahoussaye titled Popin et Balthazar. The story of Popin was passed down by Delahoussaye's grandmother. Popin Thériault was separated from her betrothed, Balthazar Landry, after the Acadian exile. Popin settled in Louisiana and cared for Balthazar's aging father. Balthazar later returned as an army captain and married Popin. Finally, a happy ending. In another version, written by District Judge and State Representative Felix Vachery, this version of Evangeline is called Acadian Reminiscences. In 1907, the novella told the story of the real Evangeline and Gabriel couple, Emmeline Labouche and Louis Arsenault, who fled Acadia but were captured by the British and sent to different settlements. After decades, Emmeline canvassed the new American colonies looking for her love. They eventually met again at the Teche Oak in St. Martinville. Tragically, Louis had taken another wife, sending Emmeline into a deep depression and subsequent death. These writings cannot be verified by historical or church records, yet the stories remain significant to Acadian heritage because they show the hardships endured after their expulsion and show the amazing spirit carried on by today's Cajuns. I personally believe Longfellow's characters were based on the real couple he learned about at dinner. Although the actual couple might have just been his inspiration, I think they really existed. The other stories were surely inspired by Longfellow's poem. I'm not sure if any of the tortured fiancés ever made their way to St. Martinville's oak tree on the Bayou Teche, but it was the perfect backdrop for my own love story.